a billion people would have gone through the journey of Nirog Street.
Hello and welcome to another episode of 8. My name is Sanjay Chakravarti. I'm the founder of Tag8. Today's guest is someone who was running a successful advertising-led tech business, but his passion is towards creating a social impact. And what once upon a time saved his life has now not only become his business, but is something that he is looking towards to really create a huge social impact in India. I'm absolutely delighted to have with me my friend Ram Kumar, who is the founder of Nirog Street. Ram, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Sanjay, for having me here.
Absolutely my pleasure, Ram. Ram, let me get into the first question. One breath question is, who is Ram Kumar?
I'm a person of creating impact. I always wanted to do that. So this is one line that actually defines me. How can I help someone become better in their personal lives, be it health, be it financially, or in anything else?
Super. Ram, coming to the second question, tell us something around Nirog Street that would give the entire audience a better idea of how this is creating an impact.
So basically, what happened that I started Nirog Street to promote the benefits of Ayurveda globally by helping digitize the market. And Ayurveda is important to me because it helped save my life. I was diagnosed with hepatitis C in my early youth, and in fact, my health deteriorated to a point where I was on drift to survive. So my doctor had tried all he could in Western medicine, but nothing really worked. So he recommended that I change course and shift to Ayurveda. And after 3 years on Ayurveda, I was fully cured and healthy again. And during that time, I realized that people trust Ayurveda, but they don't trust the doctors and the medicines. And the realization was probably the biggest problem facing the industry is trust. So we are at Nirog Street solving the problem of trust in traditional Indian medicine in Ayurveda sector.
I just wanted to get slightly deeper into how are you guys really solving that problem from an overall perspective?
So before I actually let me give you a basic because people also need to know that. So like all other healthcare systems, Ayurveda also has the doctors, the consumers or patients, and medicine manufacturers. Okay, India has, I would say, over 600,000 Ayurveda doctors, over 200,000 individual clinics, and over 3,600 plus hospitals. They provide consulting services, sell medicines, and other healthcare products. So what we see is that you know that Ayurveda is also a medical degree in India. You have to pass BAMS to become a doctor. And doctors are lost among thousands of fake doctors and clinics. Unlike the modern healthcare system, the Ayurveda practicing community in India remains largely unconnected. Doctors work in silos, and there is practically no knowledge sharing platform which connects these practitioners. Patients have no way to know which Ayurveda doctors are truly licensed and which ones are not. They do not really know which Ayurveda products are legitimate and which are not. At the same time, brands are also increasingly finding it difficult to manage the largely unorganized supply chain. So, what we do is we are digitizing the supply chain and helping build trust to improve the quality of care that Ayurveda community provides to its patients. So what we are creating is doctors are like SMEs. They work alone. They cannot provide better healthcare all alone. So what we do is we are giving them technology, we are giving them platforms so that doctors are able to learn in real time, peer to peer from their own brethren and other doctors. They can share cases in real time. They can actually do other kinds of discussion so that they are able to deliver better healthcare to their patients. So we have a close-knit network of doctors where doctors engage among each other, where they share cases, talk to each other, they discuss, they're able to use our technology platform to do better practice, and also they have access to quality medicines on our platform. So this is how we help these practitioners, and through practitioners we help the end user or the consumers.
Oh, that's fantastic and makes it crystal clear. So, Ram, coming to the next question is, tell us something about your learnings running Nirog Street for the last 4.5 years.
The biggest learning is, when you start working on something where there is no parallel exists, is not an easy task. It is actually a tremendous task to work on something like this, particularly where, a category which is very unorganized, technology has not been used. So creating an adoption and at least getting first few hundred people were a big challenge. So my biggest learning is create early adopters for everything that you do, and they become your brand ambassadors. This is what is needed for any kind of business or any kind of startup that anyone wants to do.
Nice, that's excellent. And congratulations to you to having already gotten a Japanese investor, and it's practically well known that when you said that your business at the end of the day is providing trust, and when it comes to a Japanese business, for them trust is the biggest thing. So clearly the fact that you are demonstrating that level of trust is evident, given that you have a Japanese investor already on board.
Yeah, Nirog Street means trust in Ayurveda. So the idea is that when somebody talks about Ayurveda and anyone talks about there is no trust gap and everything, Nirog Street is able to some extent, and in next few years will be able to actually bring any kind of trust problem to the forefront and solve it. That's how we are working on.
Super. Let me get to the next question. One habit of yours that has helped you in your professional life.
I always reach before time. I hate people when they are late.
Excellent. So, I think lots of people watching this will have this as a problem and should definitely pick that up.
So in fact, in most of the gatherings and parties, I would be the first person, and probably the second person would arrive half an hour, 1 hour after that.
Right.
So so I have always this habit that I need to reach. If I've committed someone's time, I need to be on time, and this is one thing I have always kept in mind. And second thing, I get up very early. I get up at 5:30 in the morning, no matter what. And it means that I have a lot of time. Mm-hmm. There is never dearth of time for me. Mm-hmm. I can do anything that I want.
Interesting. I get both those points. Let me get to the last question, Ram. Nirog Street in 8 months and Nirog Street in 8 years?
Well, what we see at Nirog Street from 8 months perspective and 8 years perspective, of course, 8 years is we will be global. We would be catering to about, I would say, at least 200 to 300 million people globally who are yoga users. And in 8 months, what we say is that we would be actually been servicing, not less than 20,000 people, 20,000 doctors in India, and through them we would be reaching out to close to 20 million consumers. So that's what the idea is.
Outstanding. I'm just fascinated with the whole vision that you have, which is impact led. And you mentioned earlier that 1 billion people, touching 1 billion people is what is really your big goal in life.
So 8-year goal is simply that I would like to touch 1 billion lives. 1 billion people would have gone through the journey of Nirog Street. Simple.
Given the sheer impact that it will have, right through from a health, which is currently in the current situation, there's nothing more important, as everyone realizes. Ram, thanks so much for coming into the show, and wish you the very best to make that billion happen.
And so before I go, around COVID, I'll just tell you how Ayurveda has helped. So COVID-19 has brought Ayurveda and allopathy on level playing field. It is equally new to both. And allopathy has advantage of critical care, and Ayurveda has advantage in prevention, immunity, and mental health. So we need to dissolve silos and embrace integration for patient good. That's what I would want to happen in next few years. That's all. Sorry, I ended up adding something.
No,
Thank you so
that's
much
very
for
important in today's time. So thanks so much for putting that across. It's been absolute pleasure to have you on it.